Today we are going to be talking about every edition of Black Beauty that I own. Black Beauty is my favorite children's book. I love this book so much. Is it even a children's book? It's a classic book. I read it when I was a child, so this was my first edition of it, and this is, I think everybody had like these great illustrated classics editions if you read when you were a kid, or at least your school did, and it's basically just the book in bigger font with pictures. I really love this edition just because it was my very first one. My second edition was this Puffin Classics edition, which is obviously for a more grown-up audience than this one, but I actually do really love the cover on this book, and I reread this book so many times when I was a kid. And then we have some editions that I thrifted. We have this Black Beauty one that almost looks like a journal. I like really love it, and inside it has the most beautiful artwork, and I really love this one. And then we have this other edition of Black Beauty, which actually also seems like it's for a younger audience because it once again has pictures and the type is a lot bigger, but I still really like it. I think the design of the horse on this one is really interesting. We have another illustrated edition of Black Beauty with more artwork inside. This one is definitely for a child because the text is very, very big. But I do also love the artwork on this one, and I like that it's a hardcover. We have one of my favorites. I don't know what classic this edition is, but you can still find, they have all these classics in these editions at Barnes & Noble, and I love this one so much. It's so gorgeous. The edges are gold, and the end papers, there's full color artwork throughout. This is really a gorgeous edition of the book, and I really need to do a reread of this book in this edition. My most coveted one is this really old edition of Black Beauty. I found this at a thrift store for really cheap, and I was so happy with it, and I did not know this was a thing older books used to do, but it has, I would say, like stained edges or something on the top. If anybody can educate me about this, please let me know, because that's really cool. This is the Junior Deluxe edition of Black Beauty. Just look at the artwork inside. It is gorgeous. I can't remember what year this is from off the top of my head, but I'm going to put it right here. I love this edition so much. It has deckled edges. I know this was a thing they used to do a lot with older books, but I just really love this edition so much, and I love having such an old edition of one of my favorite books on my shelves.